What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 2. And that was almost a very unfortunate crash right at the start of the episode. But anyway, in between, I didn't really do much, but you see that I'm in a slightly different location. Really, I just hunted down an XP board, and along the way got distracted by racing another drivatar thing on the road. But this time around, we are going to... Ooh, hello. Wheel spin. So anyway, we're gonna decide what our next little championship series is. Ooh, hello. Ford SVT Cobra R. Nice. Anyway, so we're gonna get ourselves to wherever the next racing series is after we decide what it is, and then there's another barn find rumor that we're gonna go take a look at. Speaking of barn finds, has this been added to, I guess, I mean, it had the garage symbol thingy on it, so I assume it's been added to our garage. Anyway, continue road trip to Montalino. So we've got a GT hot hatch off-road. That sounds different enough that that's what I want to do next. And now we'll see what car I'm likely to go with. Probably this one because it's free. Okay, before we get going too far on this road trip, I want to open up the camera here, get us a nice little picture of this. Snap. Okay, so I've gotten 5 pictures out of 20 for whatever reward thing. Okay, and off we go.
Race was unbelievable. Now for the next stage of the road trip, we're heading to Montalino. Oh, and those people lining the street are waiting to see your ride. Give them something to shout about.
Well, this is definitely a much slower car than the one I was previously working with. I wonder if it needs any tune-ups. Yeah, we'll figure out once we get there.
In 400 yards, bear right.
Which, I just realized, I don't know if I've ever actually shown any of the car tune-ups and stuff like that that I've done. Normally that's been kind of an in-between episode thing. So, I mean, it shouldn't take that long. I'll just slip it into this episode here before we then start looking for our barn find. And depending on how long that takes, then maybe fitting in one other, maybe a bucket list item or something like that. Woohoo, I got 100 experience points for breaking something.
Yards, turn right.
Hey, stop hitting me. Yes, I know I'm slow.
Turn right.
Not my fault, it's the car I'm driving.
Turn left.
Yeah, really? So it was a right and then left anyway. Seriously, stop pushing me around, people. I don't think there are any actual dinosaurs behind us or anything like that that we're trying to get away from.
In 400 yards, turn right.
So,
Turn right.
random something that I realized, not necessarily directly related to this game, but something that's helpful for me in terms of recording these videos and having space on my computer to record them, especially. So I've noticed that the Elgato game capture device tends to keep its own files on hand. Like, whenever you record something, it'll actually keep its own versions of it, even though it also makes a direct copy of the main video file that you can store elsewhere on your computer. And so, especially after I've published any videos to my YouTube channel, I think I'm now in the practice of going back through the Elgato game capture storage and deleting those different files off of my computer's hard drive. And this is where the hub is. Okay, welcome to Montalino.
Okay, this is an off-road championship. There's some real monsters signed up already. I can't wait to see these going cross-country. All right, choose a race and we'll start the championship.
How about new? I'm gonna go over here to see about the barn find. But I want to enter the Horizon Hub just to see about tuning up the car here.
Come on in. How can I help?
Or is it upgrades? Auto upgrade. Yeah, it's currently a 394 in D class. The top of class D is 500. I'm gonna upgrade it with just kind of the preset suggested upgrades to maximize the quality of the car relative to the class it's in. And this is something I've actually been doing for like all the different racing series. It usually doesn't cost that many credits, but yeah. I just got another 102 points or whatever.
Turn right.
I don't know what all exactly has been changed here, but I'm sure it's all helpful. And really, you could just go back a few seconds and look at when, you know, I was actually doing the upgrade thing. It said some of the stuff that it would change, so I just didn't bother to read it that time around. I don't know why. It's kind of helpful information. But anyway, at this point, I am now going to look for this barn find. And I'm passing event races along the way. Oh well. First off, I'm quite certain we're going faster now. Going up above 110 miles an hour, when we previously had a hard time getting past 60, it seemed. Or at least in that one uphill portion. We weren't going faster than that, but we definitely are now. Speed trap, plus 100. And there's a person here. I don't really want to do any racing like that, though, because I'm on my way to the barn find. And if the pattern holds, it's going to take me a long time to actually find the barn find. But I guess we'll have to see what happens when we get there. Okay, I don't know why. That particular truck, from a distance, looked like it was just a giant pause button. Like it was a car, but like just a giant pause button as like the body of it. Which is completely crazy. I guess to me it didn't seem to show the center part of it being as light as the rest of it, which is what made me think it looked like a pause button. But anyway, okay, sorry, that was totally random. But yeah, so also time for my regular fourth wall break. If you couldn't tell, which you probably could anyway, this is definitely in the same recording session as the last episode.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I mean, like, I'm wearing the same shirt, my facial hair is in the same state, and my head hair looks like exactly the same too, so those are generally pretty good indications. Especially the shirt is a good indication. This is the same recording session. I realize sometimes, you know, as I get further along, I will use the same shirt different times, because I only have so many.
Recalculating route.
Oh, don't recalculate the route. I don't need you to recalculate the route. Is that the barn that I'm supposed to get to for my barn find? That would be way too easy. I highly doubt
At
it.
the roundabout, take the third exit.
But I think it's worth looking into. I think this is just outside where I'm supposed to be looking, and this is not a barn. Therefore, the answer to that question is a simple no. However, I see lights on up this way. Maybe that'll get me where I need to go. I mean, I suppose that's not inaccurate, but maybe this is where I will find what I am looking for. That's the better way to say it. And it won't let me go through the fence. Of course. Alright, so how do I get around this thing in order to actually get to what I hope is the thing I'm looking for? Can I even get in here? This doesn't look like I can actually get in here for some completely unknown reason. I don't know. As I just run myself slowly right into a tree. Yeah, that was real smooth. Any entrance? None whatsoever. Are you serious? Well, that doesn't exactly look like a barn anyway. I'm gonna assume that's not where I'm actually trying to get. If it is, then I'm going to be quite bothered by just the lack of access. I see something over here. Is this what we're looking for? This looks more like just another typical house. But might as well go around. Have a look-see here. Got an XP board smashed. So that's good. This does not appear to be where the barn find is, because it probably would have triggered a little scene for it by now. I'm just going to go around a little bit more, just in case. Go around this way, maybe. So that's another no. Alrighty. So, where is my barn that I'm supposed to find something in? Maybe up this way. This seems like a path of some sort. Is this it? Hey! That was actually a lot quicker than most of the barn finds. Alright.
This is getting to be a habit. You got great instincts. This should be good.
What do we have here? Another Jeep of some kind.
Talk about classy. Army Jeep? Jeez, this must have been here since the war. It's Army surplus at this point.
Also looks like the oldest, most decrepit thing we've found yet.
I'll get this ready to drive. In fact...
Okay. In the meantime, what else am I going to do for this episode? Well, I have to go back here for the actual races and stuff that I need to do. So, there's a speed trap bucket list thing up this way that I would pretty much pass by, or at least close to anyway.
In fact, I'll make it a nice showpiece.
I'm going to do that.
Shout when it's ready to collect.
Well, I am very pleasantly surprised with how easily I was able to get that barn find. Am I actually figuring out how these things work a little better, or was that one just super easy? Guess we'll find out if and when there are any other barn finds in the future.
Take the second exit.
Second exit, which is basically straight ahead. Why do you do this to me? Why do roundabouts have to be such a weird thing? Honestly, though, like, real-life applications, I'd say roundabouts are actually kind of handy, especially in, like, towns and other well-populated areas. Obviously, you're not going to want one smack dab in the middle of a highway.
Arrived at your destination.
Ooh, hello. This is a nice-looking car. So... how do you pronounce that one? Veneno? Veneno? I don't know. Beat the speed target. And I have a minute to get to the speed trap. Even just the sound on this one I like.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Woo! Whoa, that could potentially have been very bad. Don't hit any trees, crap.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Still might be able to get there anyway. Although I only have like 10 seconds now. Come on. Wow. Oh. I got there in time, but I was too slow. So, really the problem was the roundabout and how much it just threw me completely off track. No, watch, this time around, I'll be able to adjust correctly to it, but, like, a car's gonna get in the way or something.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Okay, I'd say I adjusted pretty well that time. And I'm supposed to be going 175 miles an hour for the speed trap, and boom, 176. Ah, 77. Okay, success. Well, that wasn't so bad either. If there's anything else that's kind of along the way to where I would go for the racing series, I might squeeze that into this episode too. Like, I haven't even been recording for much more than 20 minutes right now. Of course, maybe this is still the old Kingdom Hearts recording vibes that are making me think I should do a little more. There's a speed trap up that way. Personal best is 100. So I've already done that. I don't see anything else that seems like it would be, you know, reasonably along the way. So I honestly might just wrap up this episode with that, because yeah, I don't want to be forcing stuff in here. So, anyway, I guess that's going to do it for now. So, as always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel, click the bell to get updates when I post new stuff on YouTube. And let me know if you've done that, whether or not that stuff works. Because if it doesn't work, I'm just going to stop talking about it. I'll just say subscribe, and that's it. Because if the whole bell thing isn't doing what it's supposed to, then who cares? But, you know, it's supposed to help you get updates when I post new stuff. And I think also help you see more of my content on your homepage. But it seems to be a flawed system anytime I've heard anybody talk about it. But, you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Two of those three are pretty reliable ways to keep track of my stuff as well. The two being Facebook and Twitter. But anyway, you can find info on all that down in the description below the video. And out of that, leave a comment with your thoughts on this game, stuff you want me to do within this game. Like, do you want me to finish up the bucket list that I'm currently working on before I end the game? Or just whatever your thoughts are on that. Also, if you have ideas for another game that I could play and alternate between, let me know all that down below. So, that's it. I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. But until then, stay cool, people.